You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
A strong system that's already caused devastation moving in from the west right into the metro.
Chesley is looking at its path and the timeline for us to see some storms. Chesley?
Yeah, I've been watching this, and we got the storms back off to the west of us. They're over the northern parts of Louisiana right now. We're getting the clouds from this as we speak, and so it's helping to keep our temperatures on the mild side. We're starting off with temperatures in the 50s so far this morning, as you can see. So it's a mild start, except over here to the far east. We got some 30s up here to the far north and 48 degrees right now into Athens. Plans for today calls for it to be a warm one. Looking at 75 degrees for your afternoon high temperature today. Will be a bit breezy. It's later tonight, after 10 o'clock, that we'll start to see that rain push in, and then we'll start to see some of those strong severe thunderstorms, mainly during the morning commute tomorrow. Going to break all that down for you in the full forecast coming up. Plus, we'll time it out hour by hour, let you know what impacts could be on our area by tomorrow morning.
All right, we're going to take it from here, Chesley. Developing now, police say people are solving their arguments with guns, and the problem is getting out of control.
So state and local leaders are showing a united front in their search now for solutions to crime. They met at the Capitol yesterday to talk about solutions. Mayor Andre Dickens and a group of about 15 state representatives and senators made the walk across the street to the Capitol together to demonstrate their unity. Mayor Dickens says the city is laser focused on hiring 250 more police officers this year, and they are seeing an increase in the number of applications they're getting. The mayor also said officers continue to face an uphill battle in teaching the community proper conflict resolution skills.
People's inability to de-escalate issues and have conflict resolution is disheartening. And what we're doing is we have an Office of Violence Reduction, where we're teaching people how to take a deep breath, how to add peace into their schedule and let bygones be bygones.
Just a few hours after that update from the mayor and lawmakers, we saw an example of what the mayor is talking about play out. A shooting where a 15-year-old was hurt. Police say the boy was outside with his friends in the Oakland City neighborhood when somebody in a white Kia pulled up to ask a question. Then there was an argument and the boy was shot. He had to be rushed to the hospital. So far, nobody's been arrested.
New details in the case of a missing mother with ties to Metro Atlanta. The FBI hopes a $10,000 reward for information will help them find her. It's now been more than a month since anyone heard from 31-year-old Sierra Breland. She was with her husband visiting family in Metro Atlanta the week of February 20th. Investigators say her husband, Xavier Breland, reported her missing to police in Carmel, Indiana, but the FBI says there's no evidence Sierra ever made it back from their trip to Georgia. Police arrested Xavier on unrelated charges. This morning, people are remembering the legendary singer Lashun, born and raised here in Atlanta, a woman who loved family, God, and gospel music. Pace died Monday from organ failure. She was 60 years old. She'd been on kidney dialysis for 5 years. Her daughter says she loved the members of her gospel group, the Anointed Pace Sisters. They were known for their hit 1996 song, Act Like You Know, and that recently went viral on TikTok. Pace's daughter tells us she was also working on a new album. We have a lot more for you on Lashun Pace's life and legacy on 11alive.com. Developing right now, concerns are spreading as medical experts warn of a new subvariant that could cause COVID cases to spike once again. 11 Alive's Christy Diaz live from the CDC with that new information on this strain, Christy, and the warning from local health officials.
They're looking over to Europe to see what is going to come our way in the next couple of weeks, and it looks like there is another surge coming with this new variant. It's called BA2. It's a mutation of the Omicron variant, and from what scientists know, it's not any more severe than Omicron, but it is highly, highly contagious. Dr. Jane Morgan is the executive director of the COVID task force at Piedmont Healthcare. She says right now BA2 makes up about 25% of cases in the U.S., so it's safe to say we're seeing cases in all states. But we are already seeing some clues that numbers are about to head up. Dr. Morgan says we've been through surges 5 times now, and this pattern of having a surge every 3 to 4 months is unsustainable for the hospital system. She says so now, knowing that we have a heads up, now is the time to prepare. Stock back up on those masks and at-home kits. Guys, back to you.
All right, Christy, thank you. Your time right now is 6:55. We're following some breaking news this morning.
Yeah, let's send it out to Brittany Kleinpeter following the latest. Brittany?
So we just arrived on scene here out on Forsyth and Trinity Avenue. It's just a mile away from Atlanta Police Department headquarters, but we've got homicide detectives out here. We are seeing a body in the street. This is on Trinity Avenue outside of a group of buildings that looks like the Chocolat Bar. We're also seeing a group of people gathered in the parking lot to the left of that building. It looks like a pretty wide scene stretching all the way down Trinity Avenue. We don't have any major details confirmed at this time, but you can see a handful of officers are out here. They are taking pictures, looking at the buildings next to that Chocolat Bar that I mentioned earlier, and we do see a body in the roadway right now. Again, very active situation, and we'll continue to bring you more details as we get them confirmed. You guys are looking at an overhead shot of the scene. As you can see, a pretty wide shot down Trinity Avenue, pretty wide scene at the moment.
Brittany, thanks a lot for the update. We'll have much more as we get new details on 11alive.com. Chesley?
If you're going out this afternoon, it will be cloudy, but we're not going to see much in the way of rainfall. Mostly cloudy skies will be the call. 67 degrees will be our temperature by noon today. This afternoon, looking at 75 degrees for an afternoon high. Again, that mix of sun and clouds, still dry. Even for your commute home, we're looking at dry conditions. Mostly cloudy skies, right around 72 degrees by 7 o'clock tonight. We're expecting that rain to come in after 10 o'clock tonight, and it could be some strong to severe thunderstorms through the overnight going into tomorrow morning.
And that's without a raindrop.
Yeah, things really picking up here as we get ready to end the show, so make sure you stay tuned to 11alive.com. We got that breaking news, we got a red alert, a lot going on.
And storms overnight into tomorrow.
Weather ready, folks.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Tomorrow will be a bumpy one for us, especially during the morning.
All right, it's coming. Hope everybody has a good day. We'll send it over to the Today Show next. We hope you have a good one.